Right, how are we doing, guys? Slightly early this pod this week, but we're gonna do our Friday slot still.
We still going to do
Yeah.
Friday's going ahead as
Yeah,
well.
Friday's going ahead, even though there is a practice Grand Prix.
Yeah.
That's later on this week. Right, I'm ready. Go on, Sam. You were there last night. Your thoughts?
I was at the British final last night in Manchester. Now, the lineup wasn't. I wouldn't say the lineup was the best, but there was some really good racing, especially that final last night was something else.
That's what we have been crying out for at least
how many years or months?
18 months. We want racing like that every week.
Absolutely. Guys out there, whoever's watching this is what me and Kieran do every now and then after Speedway meetings. If you guys are any Speedway fans out there and you watched the British final last night, when you watched the final last night, that is what you call proper racing.
Yeah.
Kieran can agree with me on that.
Yeah.
That is what you want to see.
Yeah.
None of this silly...
Go on.
The Grand Prix.
Go on.
There's hardly any entertainment in the Grand Prix now because who keeps winning it?
Oh, yeah. That'll be Bartosz Spadlik.
Yeah.
Boring.
Grand Prix used to be so entertaining. It's not the same anymore, guys. Honestly, it's so different now.
Yeah,
But last night was that final was that is proper racing. That's what you call proper entertainment.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm with you on that one. Like look, we're gonna get on to the other talking points. What I didn't mention off camera, what I told you on Snapchat last night, Tom Brennan. I don't know what happened after that race when I messaged. Apparently, he came into the pit really fuming. So, yeah.
Did you see him fuming?
No, because TV cut away on that. I would have loved to see it.
He had an off night last night, Tom Brennan. I don't know what was going on with him last night. I don't know if he had bike issues or what. I don't know.
Maybe
it wasn't.
Maybe because I had him to win. And then, get this. My girlfriend, so she went Lewis Kerr when I seen her on Saturday. And then she done it again and she picked Chris Harris. So, I got my pants pulled down last night. Let me tell you that one.
Oh, my heart breaks for Chris Harris. It really does. If
he would have won that, I don't know what I would have done.
Would you have been happy?
I would have been well happy. I would have don't know what I would have done.
It would have been great if he did it again, wouldn't it? Before I don't know how long his career will go on for, because he's 40.
Oh, he'll just keep going, mate, until he gets bored.
Yeah, he still rides like a teenager. I mean, Heat 1, what a flyer he had.
Yeah.
And it's like, now that is the Chris Harris you remember in the Coventry days.
Like, even when that year when Paul Pirates won the Premiership, that was down to Bomber.
He signed, didn't he replaced somebody, didn't he, or something? They signed him at Paul.
Mm.
He just, that Heat, against, was it Somerset, and the way he blasted around Jason Doyle.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Where did it? And Nigel Pearson and Kelvin Tatum were going absolutely... They were loving it.
Honestly, yeah. Like...
But yeah, that was... But I mean, last night was just something else. I mean, Chris Harris, he was that close to doing it as a wild card, but Charles Wright snatched it off him.
I'll tell you who did well. I'm going to shout out a couple of riders there. Dan Thompson.
He did well.
For his first... And he got stuck in. And that. And I know he didn't, win it or anything. And just row as well. I thought he was excellent as well.
I couldn't believe how quick. Once he's out in front, he's so quick.
It's frightening, like how quick.
Because at first he was unbeaten, and people were saying at first, if Anders Rowe carries on riding like that all night, he could probably go and blooming do it as a wild card, but didn't happen. But
Wasn't
imagine
meant to
if
be.
it was wild card.
Oh, it'd be brilliant if it was wild card, mate. Like,
because I think you like Anders Rowe, don't you?
Yeah. I've got him on my fantasy team, so.
Yeah. I remember when I first saw him ride for Kent when he was a youngster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's just wow. He's I think since going to Sheffield has probably boosted him up a bit as well. So, but yeah, on and all that, last night the racing was brilliant, entertaining. Lambert and Bewley were brilliant as normal. But as I say, Tom Brennan wasn't Tom Brennan we knew last night, was he?
No, he really wasn't.
He was a different guy.
He cost me some chocolate, that's for sure.
And everyone knows what Brennan can do.
Oh yeah, everyone, like, let's not sugarcoat it. Like, everyone knows what Tom Brennan can do on that track.
Because he's rode there before. He used to ride for Bellevue.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know what. I think he must have had bike problems last night, and I do feel for him.
I do as well, because certain people give him a load of shit, and it's and it's not like we understand all riders can have an off night. We get that.
Oh yeah.
That was just one of them last night for Tom. He'll bounce back. I think he's riding in Sweden tonight, so.
Yeah, he's probably forgetting about last night and just focusing on tonight now, isn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, go on.
And Flint rode well too.
Yeah, Flint rode well.
And Vinny Ford, well, Heat 2, guys.
Heat 2. Watch Heat 2 back, everyone.
Vinny Ford.
The chain went off.
He
literally did a practice start. It was like Patrick Dudek, like 20, whenever it was at Cardiff, when he did that practice start.
Oh, was that 2017? Was that with him? It was him, Martin Vashalik, Peter Kilderman and Niels Christian Everson in it.
Yeah, it was like that.
That was a good race when Kilderman was going in and out of Vashalik and Dudek, because Everson was behind, so he was watching it all from the distance.
Yeah.
I was there on that. That was a good one.
Craig Cook was disappointing.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, last week Monday when I saw him, he was their hero for Oxford. He was unbelievable. But last night, that's the thing. You don't know what you're going to get with him.
This is what we say about Cookie, man. Like, you don't know what you're going to get. So
if he's on it, he's unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah. But shall we mention Nick? What were you going to say earlier?
Right. Here we go. Kieran's gonna have a little dig. Here we go.
Ready, everyone?
Get your popcorn out. Where Sammy was last night, that turnout was pathetic. I've never known the National Speedway Stadium to have so many empty seats.
It was awful, wasn't it?
On
the home straight.
For a meeting what had a lot on, like a lot on the line, I've never known that stadium to have so many empty seats.
It wasn't great, was it?
It wasn't good for the TV. Well, it wasn't good watching it on TV. I bet it weren't fun actually in the stadium watching it.
No, it was. I just couldn't believe. Yeah, I just thought this is dreadful. I says there's been loads more fans than this. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how many turns up for the Grand Prix there.
Well, apparently they've sold out, ain't they?
So, yeah. Apparently I've heard, yeah.
How much you believe that is...
It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous amount of money, isn't it? For the seats, it's just like, how much?
I think they were like 200 quid, weren't they?
Yeah, and you even said, didn't you? Says I'm not paying that much.
No, I'm not going. By the way, guys, I'm not doing the 2 Manchester Grand Prix, but I will be going to Bellevue very soon.
Yeah, who are you going against?
I don't know yet. We've got to speak to Mum about it and that. So, but yeah, like it's gonna be. Yeah, it was just poor, wasn't it?
Wasn't great. I was disappointed. I thought there was going to be a lot more than that. I mean, people who didn't come, they missed a treat last night.
Oh God, yeah, that heat with Beauty and Lambert.
Bewley and Lambert, Bomber and Wright in it.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
the heat with Dan Beauty and Robert Lambert on their own was good.
Was that with Chris Harris in it again and Craig Cook?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was Lambert and Bewley, 2 Grand Prix riders going head to head.
And it was just something else, wasn't it? Out of the gods.
But it was good. Congratulations to Robert Lambert as well, British champion.
Yeah, congrats to Robert Lambert. He'll be well happy with that one, mate. Like
he will, and I bet you that will give him last night. Will probably give him enough time to practice. They're ready for the Grand Prix as well. There.
Yeah, agreed.
So Manchester Grand Prix, that's going to be interesting. But I have heard next season that the Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, won't be held at Manchester next year. It will be at another venue.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I heard last night. So we'll definitely see. And then obviously we'll have to find out soon if it's definitely end of Cardiff. That's the other thing.
I feel like Phil Morris has a lot of explaining to do.
Oh yeah,
a bit.
Definitely.
I don't mean that horribly or anything, but
he's got a lot to say.
Yeah, I just feel like this weekend I want to see how the sprint races go on and stuff. Are you gonna?
Races.
You know when it's on, I'm at the Cube, so I'm gonna have to try and watch it on my phone while I'm with Josh.
Sprint races. I still can't get why they do that.
Oh, they're here to stay. Oh, you might as well. I reckon they're here to stay. You know.
It's probably money as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
FIM.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the Warsaw Grand Prix this weekend, and Patrick Dudek is the wild card.
Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see what the Speedway Star says.
I'm trying to think who's on it this week.
Last week you had Thompson, Bewley and Carr.
Yeah, you did.
And stuff, but
yeah.
As a British final, what would you give it out of 10? I would probably give it a 7.
Yeah, same. I'd give it a 7 as well.
There was some good racing. Yeah, there was talking points for the wrong reasons.
The final was the best one of the night,
and the final was one of the best races I've ever seen in my life.
That is what Speedway should be every meeting.
But this is the thing, you're never going to get that because quite a lot of the riders ride so aggressive.
Oh yeah.
We even seen it last night. Charles Wright a few times rode his luck.
Charles Wright can be dangerous. He can be a bit aggressive, can't he?
And he was last night.
He was. He can be. He took somebody off last night. Charles Wright.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who it was. Was it Drew Kemp at some point?
May have been.
Yeah, I know he did try and take. He took.
I can't remember what heat it was, but there was 3 riders going for the same bit of track. And I'm sitting there going, how have they all stayed on? I mean, you
They're
must.
crazy.
Nigel and you must have been like, wow.
Wow, how fast, especially when they go into bends 3 and 4, the way they hit after that, it goes so quick. It is a fast track, isn't it?
Yeah, you wait until you do Berwick.
Well, I'll tell you where I am going in August. I'm sorry to say. Edinburgh. Because what it is, I'm staying. It's a Scottish derby. So Edinburgh and Glasgow, I'm going to see. So I can see Bomber and Thompson and is it Kyle Howarth there and all that, and then but I'm hoping to do Glasgow. I think it might be, I don't know whether it'll be next year now. I'm doing Edinburgh, and then I think it's Edinburgh on the Friday and Workington on the Saturday.
Fair.
And then in July, I'm doing Scunthorpe and Redcar.
I know in July I might be doing Glasgow. And I'm going back to Berwick as well.
Berwick's a good track. I've heard Berwick track is huge.
Did you hear what a certain someone said on the pod on Sunday?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it. No, I'll have to look it. I'll give it a watch.
They're on there, like both of the episodes. So Jack says the National Speedway Stadium is not the best track in the UK. Who do you think he said? What track? He said Berwick.
He said Berwick's the best one.
Yeah. Which surprises me a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that argue saying that Bellevue is the best track in British Speedway of all time. But there's also people saying it's that I know a lot of people have run Bellevue down a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it. It's like it's really hard because I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying on here.
Yeah.
But you know, like say Scott Nichols, for example.
Yeah.
He can't stand Bellevue. He cannot stand them.
No.
And he used to ride for them, but he could never ride that track. But he's always running them down.
I know, and it's like...
I don't know if you knew about that.
Do you know what track I think is really good? And it don't get enough praise for me? Oxford.
Oh, Oxford's fantastic. It's really good. And I'll tell you something with Oxford, it takes the rain well.
Yeah, it's like Brandon.
Oh, yeah. Oxford's a really good track. And I'll tell you another good track. A lot of people have said how brilliant it is, and I'll be going in July. Redcar.
Yeah, I'm going in Redcar as well.
Oh, yeah.
Or might be, yeah.
And how good does Glasgow look?
It's going to be unreal. It's going to be unreal. It's going to be unreal.
And they're having, aren't they having the, I know they've had the Grand Prix qualifying there. The Grand Prix challenge there. They have had a Grand Prix challenge there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Glasgow.
Yeah.
And they've got something else there this year. They've got, is it the Grand Prix semi-final twos or something? I can't think what it is.
I haven't really looked, to be fair, but...
I know they've definitely got something there soon at Glasgow. Glasgow track looks epic.
Yeah.
I bet you'd rather have that to Leicester, wouldn't you?
Oh. Everyone knows.
Any day.
Everyone knows my opinions on that track.
But Glasgow, yeah. Oh, I think you'll enjoy that. See what Bomber went. There's rides for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's one of them with Bellevue. It's like Yeah, a lot of people run Bellevue down.
Yeah.
I think it's the same for every clubs, isn't it? Really, some people have their opinions on different clubs.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was Kelvin. Was it Kelvin Tate and Nigel Pearson? They never used to like Wolverhampton.
Did they not?
No, they couldn't. No, they didn't like Wolverhampton. They always used to walk Wolverhampton down.
Wow, that surprises me.
So it's something. It's like Scott Nichols with Manchester. Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, man, like, certain riders have their favourite tracks. Some riders absolutely hate different tracks.
Absolutely. And Chris Harris doesn't like Bellevue.
And he rode well there last night.
He rode well, yeah. He said it's not one of his favourites. But he did well though last night.
Yeah. Look, congrats to Robert Lambert. And yeah, I think that wraps up the pod.
I think it does, yeah.
We'll be back on Friday after the practice.
After the practice of the Grand Prix.
Be about 6ish. Same
about
time.
6ish.
Same time tonight.
So keep an eye out for us, guys.
Yeah. Josh, I will be prepping to see you on Thursday and Friday, bud.
Oh, brilliant.
And yeah, I've been Kieran, that's been my man Sam, and we're out of here.